Welcome. So I just want to navigate some of the Word type documents that we have in terms of the implementation and management section within our free tools that we got. Okay, so again, going through each section above, we have the reporting and budgeting, the planning and engagement, and the implementation and management area. So let's navigate kind of to the planning and engagement section, and let's go to the strategic planning tools. And in this area, we talk about some characteristics of high performance organization. We go through, what does that mean? What does that look like? Right? We have a planning process. What is the planning process? How do we do that? Some guiding principles of planning, types of major planning that you might go through, and then some other resources that you can link to around community planning. And then we go through, what is strategic planning? What are the phases of it that we need to complete? So in terms of phase 1, here's a high level. Phase 2, high level. Phase 3, high level. So we kept it very simple, but then we brought it down, and you can have a nice, robust tool to have an understanding of what do you do? How do you start it? Where do you go from? Right? These tools can help you in your strategic planning of your organization. Going a little further, you can see under the planning and engagement section, there's a section called free templates. So if we go into this free templates, we can look through here, and inside of here we have our annual report, which we've talked about, our annual general meeting template. But I want to focus on these sample letter of appointments to the auditor, sample of letter of tender, so really the audit documents. So in here, if we open this sample letter of appointment, again, this yellow area are things that we should be editing. The other stuff can essentially remain standard. This has been updated to the current practices with the new current deadlines that Indigenous Services Canada is having. So download these if you wish to use them, and change the yellow fonts to your organization. Okay, and again, same thing to do a sample letter of tender. So why would we do this? Every 3 years, we should be going to tender. It's a best practice with many organizations to issue a RFP to your current audit firm and additional audit firms. What this does is ensures that you're receiving the best price that you would as a First Nation, but also ensuring that you're not running into any complications with your audit from an independence perspective. What sometimes could occur is that we use the same auditor for many, many, many years, and some complacency can occur. Okay, and so we're just trying to make sure that we're doing best practices, we're holding everybody accountable along this journey. It's not to say you can't use your current auditor over and over and over, but every 3 years they should be submitting a new bid. Okay, and so when here we have a sample letter of receipt of the audit, which is saying to ISC, here you go, here's the letter. They should be providing this to you, saying we have received this, this is what it looks like. Okay, and then here we have a sample of letter from the auditor upon completion. So this should be provided to you from the auditor on completion of the audit. Basically goes through their auditor's report. We have audited your financial statements of your community as of whatever year it ended, and then we conducted our audit in accordance with this, and then here's our opinion. In our opinion, the accompanying financial statements present fairly, in all material respects, the financial position of the nation at this time. So that is what you want to see. In all material respects, they present fairly. Sometimes we could have other opinions, and we'll work through those as they occur. The other thing from the auditor you should have is a sample letter of engagement. And so this letter is from you as the First Nation being provided to the auditor, saying we are engaging your services. It is understood that you will provide us this information. We sign it and we provide it to the auditor. Okay, that's what I want to go through in terms of the audit.